This segment sponsored by Ivy Tech. I am at Ivy Tech Fort Wayne, which offers fast and flexible training for the career that you want. And I have here Frank with me, who is an instructor of the technology program. Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Good. So we are thrilled to learn more about the program. So can you tell me about it?
So I'm the program chair of the HVAC technology program, and I've been here for a little over 11 years. And our program specifically is designed to take students that don't know anything at all about the trade and help them to get their first job in HVAC. And if they go on to the second year program, then we train them to be prepared for a journeyman's exam, which they can take here in Allen County. And once you become a journeyman HVAC technician, you're pretty much set for life.
Yeah, and so you guys are setting them up for which career paths? Like, give some examples of the direction that they can go after they complete your program.
Well, there's a lot of different directions that students take, but at first, you generally want to work in the field either as an installer or a service technician. And from there, you could really expand into a lot of other different roles. You could sometime open your own business. You can work as a salesperson or an estimating role. You could work on the supply chain side of the business. So there's a lot of different job descriptions that you can take when you learn the basics of HVAC. But I always recommend for students to, even if they think that they're going to go into more of like a white collar career description, that they spend some time in the field.
Okay.
Because people that spend time in the field, even if they move into a management role, they seem to have a little bit more depth in their ability to lead others if they've been in the trenches themselves. And personally, I've been in the trenches for plenty of years myself. I wasn't always planning on becoming an educator, sort of stumbled onto it, but here I am.
Yes, and that shows just the quality of what the students will get if they have instructors like you and kind of take them through that step-by-step
All of our
process.
instructors, we have a credentialing standard that they need to meet, which has to do with degrees and experience in the field, but I sort of have my own unwritten credentialing standard that before you teach a class where you're teaching other students how to do service calls and do troubleshooting, I want you to have done that at least 1,000 times, which is basically about 5 years of experience in the field. So any of our instructors have at least that amount of street cred, so to speak. So when you come to Ivy Tech, that person that's standing in front of you to be your instructor has been there, has done that, and is ready to share that knowledge.
Yeah, I love that. I do. And you guys are really big on making things custom and kind of building the curriculum around a person's interest. Okay, so tell me more about the second year and how you guys do that customizing of electives and things like that.
Sure. The first year is really basic, but the second year you can choose among a number of electives. We have about 12 electives that we offer on this campus. You only need 6 to graduate. So you're able to choose the ones that are most in keeping with your career goals. So we have courses that are focused on the dynamics of what it's like to own your own business. We have courses that are focused on system design, ductwork design, things like that. And we also get into some of the more complex types of systems like air source heat pumps, geothermal heat pumps, radiant heating systems, stuff like that. So at first we just learn your basic furnace and air conditioner, but then in the second year we get into more specialized types of equipment.
Yeah, so who should consider this program? Like, if someone's watching and they're like, you know what, I want to get into this industry, like who is a qualifying candidate?
So if you have a curiosity about mechanical things, you like to work with your hands, you don't mind working outside, you enjoy working in a different environment all the time. I mean, that's one of the things that I love about the trade is the variety. Not only do you get on a variety of job sites or you're presented with a variety of problems that you need to solve, but you encounter a variety of people that you're serving. And that, in a sense for me, is the most interesting part of my job is some of the characters that you get to run into when you're working in people's houses, working for their businesses, and inevitably you're helping people at a time when they're pretty vulnerable and something's going wrong in their life, and then they're asking you to come and save them. So once you do that for a while, you kind of get addicted to the idea of you coming in and being the hero.
Yeah.
So you get this kind of hero mentality. So if that sounds appealing, then come on over and you can join the team.
That's a really great way of putting it. You're helping people. And so for those who are interested, where can they go to enroll?
Well, the ivytech.edu website, and as soon as you open up the page, it'll tell you how to apply, and you go through those initial steps. You'll meet with an advisor, and then they can help you to sign up for classes. Now, we've already started our fall semester a couple weeks ago, so you can't get in on the classes that are currently running now, but we have a second 8-week batch of courses that are starting up. So the soonest that you could start would be about mid-October.
Hey, well, look at that. That's wonderful.
But we prefer people to start in the fall.
Okay.
If you could start a little bit later, you might be a little bit out of sequence. It might take you a little bit longer to finish your degree if you don't start in August, but we'll get you through.
Yeah.
A lot of our students, they start off full-time, they get a job, and then they come back part-time for a couple of reasons. They want to finish their degree because they want to make this a career. And the other reason is once they start working in the field, they realize there's a lot more that they need to know. So most of my students that come back for second year coursework, they show up at night in their uniform, having worked all day on HVAC equipment and systems, and they're coming here to learn more.
Yeah, that's great.
So,
well,
it's a good thing.
Frank, I can tell that you enjoy what you do, and I appreciate you talking with us and sharing more. So if you are interested in learning more, you can go to their website. We'll make sure it's available for you. We'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Ivy Tech.